Hello, everyone. Mr. Lipchik here. Our topic for discussion today is India's religions, origins, and characteristics of Buddhism. Buddhists trace the origins of Buddhism to Prince Siddhartha Gautama, who later became known as the Buddha. He is believed to have lived sometime between 500 and 300 BCE. Siddhartha Gautama began life in luxury, shielded from suffering. On a trip outside the palace, Gautama saw an old man, a sick man, a dead body, and a poor monk. He asked himself how he could be happy when there was so much suffering in the world. Even his wife and son would grow old and die. He left his family and wandered for 6 years, searching for the answer. Gautama briefly practiced Jainism, an offshoot of Hinduism. Jainism teaches detachment from the world, and their followers eat very little food. When he was 35 years old, he decided to meditate his way to the truth. He sat down under a Bodhi tree near Varanasi, a city in eastern India, and began to meditate. Meditation is a practice where someone attempts to clear his or her mind of all thought. Some religions see it as a path to enlightenment. While meditating, Gautama came to understand the cause of human suffering. He had become the Buddha, or enlightened one. He began teaching the path to enlightenment. No deities, priests, or ceremonies are necessary in Buddhism. Buddhism continued to spread after his death. Buddhism holds that there are 4 noble truths. The first noble truth is that all life is full of suffering. Everyone suffers, although this doesn't mean that happiness is impossible. Every human being is subject to misfortune at one time or another. And everyone gets sick, and everyone dies. Anyone may experience loss, betrayal of a loved one, or other insults and injuries throughout the course of life. The second noble truth is that the cause of human suffering is desire and attachment. Everything that comes through the senses or mind causes cravings. We suffer because we cannot have the things that we want. People must avoid being overcome by their desires in daily life. The third noble truth is that the cure for suffering is detachment or ending desire. This does not mean that feelings and pleasure are bad. It means that clinging to cravings causes suffering. People should live simply and not strive for material wealth or social advancement. The fourth noble truth is that desire and suffering can be overcome by following the Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path provides a system for people to follow in their daily lives to free themselves from suffering. It is sometimes called the middle way, as it teaches people to live lives somewhere between a life of denial and a life of luxury. It reminds Buddhists of behaviors necessary to achieve nirvana. Nirvana is a state of heavenly peace and freedom from desire and suffering. The Eightfold Path consists of the right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right meditation. Buddha accepted the following ideas from Hinduism: karma and reincarnation. However, the Buddha did not accept the following ideas from Hinduism: belief in the soul and belief in personal gods or deities. Buddhism has become one of the world's major religions. While less than 1% of India's population are Buddhists, it is the majority religion in many Asian countries. It is spread throughout Central Asia and the Far East. Asian countries where Buddhism is a major religion include Cambodia, Thailand, Burma, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Japan, and Laos, as well as Mongolia. In the 19th century, Buddhism began to spread into the Western world, meaning Europe and the Americas. Western scholars began to study it and teach about it. Chinese and Japanese immigrants were mostly responsible for the establishment of Buddhism in the West. Buddhism has spread throughout the world and has hundreds of millions of followers. It emphasizes letting go of materialism and ambition in order to obtain inner peace. Its followers make up 7 to 8% of the world's population. That concludes our discussion on Buddhism. Thank you for attending, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Have a great day.